Alright guys, this is a follow-up to the last video. The last video was called Whoa, Whoa, Whoa. War, 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 Whoa, 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 so far. Okay. This is this causes for humongous, with all your might. It's gonna take you so much might to control your words, because people are going to trick you. Your own people are going to trick you into using these words improperly in order to damn yourself to hell and others. And this is the mockery of the masses. And you tune in for the lynchings. You tune in for the violence. And it traumatizes you, it programs you, and it reproduces within you. It self-replicates. And then the words and the labels are cultural, and therefore it becomes decree and mandates and talking points and law, what we call law. It's Torah in actuality, but it's not Torah, because we're actually not even using the word for we're not using the word properly. When we say law, we're not even referring to justice system at all. Judicial, none of that. We're not referring to the courts or nothing, none of that. We're referring to the deep abyss, okay? You're referring to nothing, nothingness. Law means not. It means not. So when you say law, you know, oh, I go by the law. You go by nothing. You go by not. Do you understand that? You're going by nothing. Disregard it. Not. Law. That's what you're going by. That's what this whole country is on. Lawlessness. What we call lawlessness, it's a mockery, because you're saying it in the way that you're saying it is the lawlessness. What comes out, he said. So this is how, let me just get off of what I gotta say and get on what Yeshaya had to say. Yeshaya had to say, you're judged for every careless word that comes out of your mouth. You know, you do not know the words that come out of your mouth. What was his last breath? Was for us to know. Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they do. And that was the second time that I recognized, or it was the third time that I recognized, that he was telling you the power that you have. One of the first times he said it was, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Okay? So the way that I'm talking to you, me and you understand it, but the system don't understand it, because they don't go by these words like we do. That's why they look at us retarded when we talk to them. They look at us like we're from a whole nother freaking world when we're speaking the language that they supposedly taught us, but they didn't teach us. Because if you think about it, they just go by the script. You don't have to learn anything from a script. You could just repeat verbatim. You can look like a science master major. All you're doing is just reading off of a damn script, a teleprompter. Joe Biden. There you go. Okay? Man. And like I said, we're making a war we're making a war on truth. And meth. We're making the war against meth. In the word sense. The word is the spirit, the truth. Okay? And meth. Okay? So anything against a meth is against the spirit of truth and understanding. Wow. So when we're over here talking about, oh, meth is bad, meth is this and that, we shouldn't be calling it meth. Who told us to call it meth? There you go. Okay? So like I said, you're taking good for bad and bad for good. Who told you to call it law? Okay? Same people that told you to call it meth. Okay? It's a play on, like, it's a forked tongue. Do you understand it? Like, the gift and the curse. If you can find that you've been poisoned, then all you need to do is look further into the poison to find the cure. So you found out you're being poisoned, so find out what the cure is. What does it really mean? How far does the poison go? What other words am I saying? Faith come by hearing alone. Only come by hearing alone. It means the truth stands alone. In meth stands alone. Alone. You get that? and man, that's crazy. It's let me get off of that. Let me move on. There was other things that I had to say. Sue law. Okay? Deep ocean. Sue. So like I said you use these words in the courtroom. Sue and law. So sue law is deep ocean. But we know law means nothing. Disregarded. Home. To home. If you take out the T, you got home. It's the same. It's a reference word. Okay? That's what that is. Do you get that? Just like in meth, if you take out the E, you're using the reference, the root of the word. Do you get it? These are the roots of the word. This is what I'm telling you. These roots. There's prefixes and suffixes, and then there's roots. Okay? So this is what we're talking. This is what I'm getting to the root of the problem. Roots. We're gonna change your name to Toby. No, Kuta Kente. No, you're Toby. Take good for bad and bad for good. Take this bad name, and you better not say your good name. The name that your father gave you. I'm your father now. I'm gonna give you a new name, and your kids are gonna have this name. They're gonna be cursed generations deep. And they're not gonna know that the words that they're using for good are actually curses on their soul and their seed and their root, and there is no sprout, there is no spring. You're going down, straight down. Your wings are your word, and they're stripping them. The way that they teach you these words, and then the others around you that know these words, that are of your people, but that's where you still have a problem, because Yeshaya says, beware of those that are ever learning but never retaining. Meaning, careless words. They're going to learn, but they're not going to remember the definition. They're not going to remember caution to remind you and reference, why they should remind you. And they're not going to link these things together. They're not going to be good at matching in memory. They're not going to be good. They're no good. That's the whole point of him saying that. Okay, so all these degrees and shit don't mean nothing, especially when you're getting it all paid for. I've seen people, just go through off of athletics alone and get straight A's. And then as soon as they get to a level where, they might have a problem or disagree on certain views, then those straight A's go to straight F's. Your beliefs and views is what they promote. If you go along to get along, then you're gonna be like happy as a lark, and you ain't gonna want to hear this shit. And you think I'm cursing when I say shit? No, because you don't know what shit means, and that's a fact. Shit means my day. You don't know my day. You'll never see my day. So when he said, "Oh, Solomon wouldn't see my day," Solomon won't see shit. Do you see? You think I'm lying? It'd be hard to find, but I know it's there because it's like Shiite or some shit. My day. Oh, Shabbat was close. I think I ended up so there was a Shabbat is close, but Shiat is a whole nother thing. It's close, but it's like my day. And I'm trying to remember the word that I was looking up to find it. I had it on my old phone, screenshot it, but if you trust me, see if I can my day. It will be my day. It'll be my day or something like that. I know that it's in there. It's the way that I'm still trying to figure out how to use this thing. If I could figure out how to make it go, if I could just type the word that is in Hebrew and then it goes to that word in Hebrew, that would be cool. If I could figure that out, I think I'd get it. Oh man. I'll have to go look it up and bring it back for reference, because I don't want to spend too long on that and miss out on actually what I was supposed to be giving you guys. But I will bring that up for reference when I find it again, because I'm always in the book, always in the Word. See, once you respect the Word in the Torah, once you respect the Word in the Bible, once you respect the Word of Yeshaya, then you start to respect every word that comes out of your mouth. And in order to really do that, you actually have to get away from people and go meditate, go study without no distractions. The only way to really do that is early in the morning, because this world is so filled with distraction during business, regular Babylon hours and nighttime hours, prime time, mainstream hours. You know what I mean? You got to get up early. That's what he told you. He gave you words that last all the way to the future, to the end. He said, heaven and earth to pass away, but my word shall remain forever and ever. Okay? For all eternity. Infinity. Okay? So, like the morning star, like the morning Virga, like the clouds fluffing up when the sun rises, you got to be up before them, because you got to thaw out. You got to put on some oil. You know what I mean? You can't be ashy. Can't be ashy. You're gonna get distracted. You're a distraction to yourself if you don't take care of yourself. You can go off and try to be alone and all that mess, but you're going to figure it out that you're a distraction to yourself eventually. And that's the beginning. That's where you should start. He said, what goes in the mouth is not what makes you unclean. What comes out of the mouth is what makes you unclean. So even then, that's another point what he's telling you. He's like, you're defeated for lack of knowledge. You don't even know that what comes out of your mouth is what's making you unclean. Meaning, these words that you are programmed, and the words that the environment is programmed only for you to communicate with is to blaspheme and to damn yourself. He's like, you don't know, you don't understand this. You're born in this sin. And you need salvation. You need to call my name, which is Yeshaya. Yeshaya. You know what I mean? And that's what he's saying. You gotta have salvation. If you don't, you're gonna be constantly slipping and falling on these words that you don't understand, that you're calling law. You're gonna be in a whole heap of trouble. Fire. You're gonna need salvation, fam. You're gonna need your brothers around you and your sisters to be a light in the darkness. The light in the dark that the darkness does not understand. Who are we? Okay, let me go back. I got something for you. Darkness. Yashar Shakar is darkness. Is black people. What we call black in our culture, the word means lawless or Torah-less, because we know what Torah is. Torah is what we call law in this language, but what we call law in this language, in that language, means literally nothing and not. So we're Torah-less, meaning we have no direction. You know what I mean? Like, let me get to this real quick. Law, like we're being led by like the tongue, the silent, like, because we're saying nothing. It's Babylon. That's the only thing that really made sense to me. Like when the word hit me, was that Babel meant in my language, in English, from what I understood. I shouldn't say my language, but in English, from what I understood, was that Babel meant incoherent, whimsical nonsense. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't equate. There is no need. It's redundant. It's just pollution. That's what Babel meant to me. Careless words. That's what Babel means to me. It always meant that. So when you say Babylon, that it just says that to me. That it just screams that to high heaven. A child could understand that. Okay? So when you start looking for the signs of Babylon, you're like, okay, when people stop understanding even the words that they speak, then you know there's trouble. We call it cognitive decline. Some people are getting labeled that because they understand that the words that they speak, they don't understand, they don't know, so they just stop and try to go on. I've already done that. I went on that and I realized no man is perfect, and I can't try to pursue perfection by taking a vow of silence, because silence is sin. I have to fight this out, and the only way I'm going to be safe is by Yashaya, salvation, prayer, thankfulness, Tudaraba, Ahaya Hakadesh, Yashaya Hakadesh, Ruach Hakadesh, and the Esh is the fire. Esdarth. Esdarth. My bad, not Esdarth. Esdarth. That's law. Fiery law. Esdarth. Esdarth. My bad. I keep saying Darth because they got the cultural Darth Vader in there. So you try to, like, even then they try to, like, the serpent rolls off the tongue. It's like you got to control the tongue, man. You know what I mean? We have to be apologetic and be careful not to cut ourselves with these words. We're cutting ourselves off, and we're wondering why the prayers don't work, fam. The prayers do work. It's just because he knows your heart when you pray, even when you're speaking in tongue. He knows your heart. But when you come out of that prayer and you start speaking to these other cats, man, who has not understanding, whose mind is not of heaven, what I'm trying to relay to you right now as a messenger from my blessed name. You know, Ahaya gave, the word gives all. He said a good name is better than gold, precious silver, and oil. And what's that bring? It brings a message. It brings light. A light that shines in the dark. I might be in the dark. I might be the dark, but my name is a light in me that I don't understand. So at a point in time, I stopped everything and went on a vow of silence, because I'm like, I don't even know what my name means. I don't know what the name that I'm calling Jesus means. I don't know what the word God, I didn't know the meaning of these names, these words. And that's when it hit me like literally, oh, we're in deep shit. We're in deep. Because at that point that I was realizing that lowest common denominator to all things, I was 22 years old, the catch 22. I was on top of the world. I figured, well, I was given the world. The world was being handed to me because of my hard, I shouldn't say my hard work, because of Yashaya. I was saved. Without him, I wouldn't even exist at that point. I would have been dead many times over. One of them would have got me. There's been plenty of times. Plenty of times. No one was there, just me. And I was at the mercy. I'm telling you, when your feet are off the ground and you flying through the air on more than 2 or 3 occasions for more than 50 feet, 20 feet off the ground, up in the air and all that mess, just thought you was having fun till you find out what the word fun means. Fun means foolishness. To have foolishness. What's foolishness mean? What's a fool mean? Fool means one who does not know God. What's God mean? God of destruction. Okay. And that's what they want you to worship. You're not supposed to worship that. You're supposed to worship Ahaya, his word, Yeshaya, the holy anointed Messiah. Come on. His laws that protect us. His word is, I shouldn't say his law. See, that's how it slides off. I'm a baby in this. I'm born today on this. I'm a newborn. And on my first day, I'm speaking the name of the Most High. Just like Noah. That's what freaked everybody out. The light inside of him that shined right through his eyes, lit up the whole room. Noah. You better know better. It's time to know better. As in the days of Noah, so shall be in the end. And we are in the end. We're in the deep. When the fat lady sings, rolling in the deep, take me home and all this mess, they screaming it in the streets. They mocking you. And you're, oh my goodness. Bread and circus marching to the beat. I was competing back in the day against these cats. So much to, like I said, I was on top of the world at a point, and I realized I didn't know shit. I didn't know my day. I didn't know my name. I didn't know the words that come out of my mouth. And from that point on, there was no more competition. I defeated all of my friends, all of my enemies in any sport, in any competition, in anything. There was nothing that even sparked my fancy or imagination or attention. At that point, it was go Ricky Williams. Go run, Ricky, run. Type shit. Literally. And it was kind of funny because I was actually hanging out with one of Ricky's trainers at that time. She was a good friend of mine. She was she would always wrap my ankles in my arches and help me on physio. Bless her heart. Okay, but and those hands that massaged him massaged me. Do you understand this? So there's been laid hands on. Okay, this is. If you really pay attention, things will be revealed to you. How they move, how the spirit moves, and how the enemy wishes to weave and fabricate lies. He can't create anything. All he can do is rearrange things. When you become lost. We've become lost as a nation. We become lost as in the word, so far removed. I'm just asking you guys to pray tonight with emeth, with amen. That's faithfulness. That's truth. That's a believer. That's confirmation. We're going to have to be... Let me look up the word for fast. What's the word for fast? We keep saying fast too. Fastest man in the world. That's all we thinking about. That was all I was on. Yeah, some. Let me have some. See? They make you go against your word. You say it and then you go do the opposite. Because you immediately are asking to fast away from food, but somebody's handing you food because you asked them for food in their language, and you am carelessly not knowing. Like, you could have used another word and you just didn't know. You could have said, hey, what's another name? What's another word for some? You know what I mean? Let me have a little. Let me have a lot. Let me have one of those. That, you know, you say some, you're going for fast, and then there you go. Some is a so unarticulated. This is what this is all about. That would be the word. Articulate. Oops, I looked up fast again. Articulate. Dimama. 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 A whisper. Dama. To be or grow dumb, silent or still. Articulate. Are we sure? Sound, voice. Call, cold. Man, like I said, we just got to come out of Babylon. We got to come out of this nonsense of speaking double speak. This is 1984. You're saying one thing and saying another, and they just, depending on, you know, what they have for lunch that day, decide what to you know, to pick what they want you to be saying. Ain't that a bitch? Oh my gosh. Oh man. See. Woo. To the Rabba Ahaya Hakadesh, to the Rabba Yeshaya Hakadesh, to the Rabba Roach Hakadesh, to the Rabba. Kim Law. Kim Law. Have mercy. Kimal. Or no, that's Kamal. That's to spare. Have pity. Oh, here we go. I already got this. Check this out. Black people, if you want to call yourself Black Lives Matter, check this out. Chum. Coom. Woo. Black. Dark brown. Black. What we call black. But like I said, the word black means lawless, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Because it goes without saying with them guys. I'm telling you, it means lawless. It's what it means. So you see who pretty much dresses in that most of the time. And the deepest blues are black, and they tell you that. Straight from the 606. Oh, man. That was a Foo Fighter reference. Dave Grohl. Oh, yeah. So, where was that? I was on... Coom was black. There was another one. Let me go to 245. That wasn't it. 2345. What I'm tripping on. Okay. So coom. There was another word. It was coom. Cool. No, it wasn't. It was coom call. Well, maybe I didn't take a picture of it. Anyway, man, like, you already know what that goes with. Because over here, to say black in America is to say coon, C-O-O-N. And that's kind of funny because it's used over there the same way. So they're literally calling you that. They're calling you that. That's what they're saying. Dark. And we called to be light in the world, but they're calling us dark. in their in our language, and we don't even know. And we get offended, rightfully so, because it's negative. But we call ourselves that because, you know, after they break you, after a while, like you try to say, you know, hey, it's all good. You know what I mean? Shoot, nah, it ain't all good. If you ain't supposed to be eating people, if you're not supposed to be doing cannibalism and stuff like that, or killing, you know, babies and innocents, and then you go off and do that, and then, you know, and blasphemy in the spirit, and go off and do that, and then, you know, a bunch of people forget, and then their children grow up, and then you go off and hang out with them, and they find out what you did, you be like, well, you know, no, we're past that. We're in good times now. Feel like the only people that are alive from that time are you. You killed everybody from that time, and anybody that is still alive, you got them pretty much screwed up. But we're in good position because we're the kids, and you paying us good, and you threatening us that if we don't do what you say, then we're gonna lose our position in the world, and then we're gonna lose our friends and our job and our place of our status and our lifestyle, our car, all this material shit, and that's what keeps you locked in position. Keeps you believing in law. Man. Doth. Doth. From now on, man, I'm not even gonna say law anymore. That's just, it's ridiculous. It's pointless to even entertain anybody on that anymore. I'm not saying black anymore. I'm not saying law anymore. I'm not using home anymore. This is bullshit. It's all Baphomet. And you already know that that's just in itself the way of this world. We got to come out of Babylon, man. We do. We got to come out. I think, man, that's pretty much what I gotta say for now, man. Like, I done put 45 minutes on this thing. What else I got for you guys that I've been looking up? Yaakov. Shakar to dawn. That's what we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be Shakar. Spring, day, early light, morning. Shakar. Okay? Just like I'm giving this speech early in the morning, 9:38. Shakar. Shakar, to be black. What they call us is black. So you're either a Kum or you're a Shakar. And I'm pretty sure the Shakar would be a better one than the Kum. Do you get it? Because over here, Shakar is dawn. Shakar. But look, if you notice, it says word origin right here. Unused word. They don't want to call us that. Okay? Shakar. It's a denominative from shakar. So I clicked on the word origin, shakar, right? And that's what I ended up with, was black. Turns black. Us. It's us. We're not black in this language. Just stop saying the word black. Shakar. You can say charcoal. Where is that? I just saw coal. Y'all coal. To be able to have power. You say charcoal. Shakar. We're shakar. Okay? This is stop with all this other. Ashkar. Ashkar. Ashur, Ashkar, an Israelite, black, an Israelite, Ashkar, Ashkur, from Shakar, black, Israelite. Do you get it? That's what I'm saying. Stop saying black. Black only exists because of the other language that is the counterfeit language. So you put it in its place and you leave it there, and I mean leave it. Somebody want to go by black and they want to stay like that, then you leave them. They are Shakar, but you are what you say you are. Here you go. If you are what you say you are. There you go. I told you, the truth will set you free. Okay? Yashaya, Yeshua, a foundation, a pillar. I shall make you a pillar. Ashaya. Yashaya. Remember, all these words that rhyme are blessed. Ashua, foundation. So there's no Jesus in this, man. I'm telling you. You got Joshua, Yeshaya, Yeshua, Yasha, Ash, foundation. Keva. That's a beast, huh? Keva. Still trying to figure out where this applies over here. I'm gonna figure it out, and I'll holler at y'all when I do. And we already know, man. I'm gonna just leave it on that, man. We got to get rid of that J, because, man, that's a hook. That's that hook, man. That's where they getting you at, right there. That's where they getting you, right there. They're getting you on the word. And if the word is the most high, it's not no if. There ain't no if to it. The word is the most high. The word is Ahaya. The word is Yeshaya. The word exists. The word is living. The word is he. Let me get over here real quick. See if we can set you free. Set us free. Who or high? Who? Wow. So yeah, we got to be careful on cursing the World Health Organization. What did it say? The World Health Organization. We got to be careful on saying, we don't call them the WHO. You call them the World Health Organization. They try to abbreviate. That's what they doing, man. They try to take good for bad and bad for good. That's what they doing. Okay? Okay. He is who. Okay? You can't be letting these guys take this mess and make a mess more than it already is. Because that's what they're doing right now. Every time they create some new organization, it's to get you to say it. And every time you say it and bow down to it and pay taxes to it or donate to it, worship it, you give them sole priorities, sole possession. You're giving up your rights. It's just like the master saying, you're not Kunta Kinte, you're Toby now. And I'm your daddy. You don't know if I'm not, you know, at any point he'd call you a bastard. You know what I mean? Less than human. This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. He. Ahaya he. No, Ahaya who. See, over here, who is a question, or who is rhetorical. So we should use it properly. Stop with all this other mess. This is getting out of hand. Like I said, somebody asks you if you're a boy or girl, just say who. Who you talking to, and you know what you're talking about because you're talking proper. You know what I mean? It's just like I said, they don't speak your language, and that's how you leave them. That's how you walk away. That's how it is. They can't speak your language. Move on. When you try to talk to somebody and they don't speak your language, do you keep on trying to mess with them and talk to them? No. You realize, oh, even if you like the person, you're like, oh, damn, I don't know what they saying. There you go. And the only people that, oh man, it's like babies. You know what I mean? Like, they could just turn it on. Let's just say babies, children. It's like children can turn it on and off. They could act like they understand, or they can act like they don't, just to get what they want. Women, you know, animals, like anybody can do it. The only people that's not doing it is the people that's really like lost. Because everybody else that's not lost, that's trying to trap more souls, is doing it all day to you because you talking, thinking you making sense, and they just turning your ass off because they don't understand what you're saying. Because they don't believe in what you're saying, the way that you're saying it. People be shaking their head left and right all day long because they realize we need forgiveness because we don't know what the words that are coming out of our mouth. We need to stay in prayer all day, diligently, day and night, asking for forgiveness for how many times we've blasphemed and didn't know it. We're going to need the prayer of serenity for the rest of the time we got left. And that ain't much. There's no end to the evil. Evil knows no ends. Shit. Oh, man. I got a personal connection to this one. Ain't that something? And they know who I'm talking about. Damn. Well, evil begets more evil. That's ridiculous. Rah. I think we all got a personal connection to this one. Rah. See, I told y'all. I told y'all in the other video. Told y'all, man. Don't be calling out that name. Y'all worshiping that mess and take pleasure in it. Y'all, I'm telling you, man. We gotta really get into like raw. Telling, man. Telling you. This is the way it works, fam. Telling you. It's the slip of the tongue. Loose lips sink ships. Relationships, starships. Man. Like I said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go, man. We need to pray against evil. Just to say it like that, just to leave it like that. You know, I don't wish it on none of my enemies, because, you know, what goes around comes around. You know, you do unto others as you have them do unto you. And right now we need forgiveness. All right. Oh yeah. That one word was pity. Coon. What was it? Yeah, it was like to take pity on him. What was it? I'm tripping. I'm getting out of hand right now. I'm going over my limit. I need some water. Getting viscosity and breakdown. Tschüss. Kus. Oh, that was the other word for kum. Because that's how I found kum. It was kus. Kus is pity. We gonna need some kus from Ahaya HaKadosh. We gonna need some kus from Yeshaya HaKadosh. We gonna need some kus from Ruach HaKadosh. We're gonna need some kus. Alright? Pray for kus. Aman for kus. Kus aman. Kus imeth. Imeth kus. Amer kus. Huh? Amer. Amer is like to say or to speak. Kus, to pity. But yeah, like I said, I'm getting viscosity and breakdown. I haven't even had breakfast yet. We ain't even had breakfast yet, Mike. How they say in the UK. So yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and let that go. I'm gonna get off. People starting to walk by. Y'all have a good one. Let me make sure we blessed on the way out. 'Cause, man, you can't even speak. Barak. To kneel, to bless. Baraka. Let me see. Barak. Let me see. And vice versa. A man as a benefit, also euphemism to curse God or king as treason. Wow. Okay, we should not use that word, because ahaya is not the ahaya of confusion. And you want to use the word that has the lowest number, because some's just telling me that that's just that's the word that was that's more of a root or a prime, or was used older. Yawal. Y'all owl. Yawal. Yawal. Y'all. I'm gonna just say y'all, man. You know what? That's messed up. Because a lot of times people be like, F y'all. You know what I mean? See, like I said, bro, they just got us with this freaking these bad articulation, man. Bad execution. Unjust execution. When you speak, that's execution. Like I said, the word is a sword. We got really bad judgment, bad execution, because we're taught bad judgment. We're taught bad execution. We're taught to use our power for bad. Just, man. Yeah, man, we're going with this. Y'all. Oh, damn. How you going to be foolish? No, man, we can't be going with the foolish, because the foolish don't know ahaya. Let me make sure. Nabar. is like able, but enable. Enable. It's almost like enable. From stupid, weakened, especially impious, foolish man, vile person, enable. Man, do you get this, man? This is crazy. Will you enable that person? Like, yeah. Come on, bro. Like, we just gotta be. You gotta look where they catch. You gotta look where the hook is at. Like I said, you gotta look where that J is at. That J is vicious. They snag you up and bring you right on into the deep. They lure you right on in. Dang. All right, man. I was looking for blessings so we can get off of this. Let me get on over to blessing. Endowed? I don't know. Abundance. No, we need. Man, I'ma just wish Yeshaya on y'all, because that's like I said, that's all you really need. Yeshaya and meth. Amen. Yeah, man, that's truthful. And that's my salvation. That's a higher salvation. Yeshaya. If y'all don't know, you see, it's all about Yah, man. It's all about Yasha. I'm telling you, to deliver the prime root, Yasha. But when you put the apostrophe at the end of the word, it's supposed to be Yashaya, and that would be the name Yashaya. That's his name, is Yashaya, with an apostrophe at the end of this. When you put the apostrophe at the end of Yasha, which means to deliver, it means my deliverer, my savior, my salvation. Because the apostrophe is Yah, and Yah is Ahaya. That's his mark, because he owns everything. You get it? You get it? Get it. I get it. And I got it good. All right, man. We think we know good. What's good? Tub. Serious? Tube. Tube? Ooh. Okay. From Tab. Toby. To be pleasing or good. Yeah, you Toby, all right. We're going to call you Toby. Yeah, there you go. And on that note, roots.